Good afternoon to all. Welcome back to 7th Standard Social online class. Students, we are seeing revision program. Today we are going to study the second lesson in geography, the landforms. Now we are going to study the 2 marks in this lesson. Number 1, define erosion. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice and sea waves. So erosion is a removal of soil from the landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice and sea waves. What is a plunge pool? Plunge pool is a hollow feature at the base of a waterfall which is formed by cavitation. Plunge pool is a hollow feature at the base of a waterfall which is formed by cavitation. Then third question is, how are oxbow lakes are formed? Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of the meander. Again I am repeating, due to continuous erosion and continuous deposition along the sides of the river meander, the meander loop comes close and closer. In due course of time, the meander, it cuts off from the river and form a cut-off lake. That lake we call Oxbow Lake. Name the major landforms formed by glacial erosion. Cirque, Ortiz, U-shaped valley. Again I am telling what are the major landforms formed by the glacial erosion. Cirque, Ortiz, U-shaped valley. Give a note on mushroom rocks. In desert, rocks in the shape of a mushroom commonly called mushroom rocks. In desert, rocks in the shape of the rock, it is in a mushroom shape. So it is commonly found in the desert area. So it is called as mushroom rock. What is a lagoon? Give an example. Lagoon is nothing but lake. Lagoon is a shallow stretch of water partially or completely separated from the sea. So lagoon is a shallow stretch of water body. Partially or completely it is separated from the sea. Example for lagoon, Chilka Lake in Odisha, Pulicat Lake in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, and Vembanad Lake in Kerala are the famous lagoons in India. Now we will discuss about the distinguish between tributary and distributary. Tributary, a stream or river that flows into and join a main river. A small river that join into a main river, it is called tributary. A stream that branches off and flows away from a main stream. So distributary means a small water body, it cut from the main water body. This is we call distributary. Example for tributary, Amaravati is a tributary of river Kaveri. Amaravati is another name, it is joined in with the main Kaveri river. Kollidam is a distributor of Kaveri. Kollidam is a small water body, it cut from the Kaveri river. So this is we call distributary. Second one, V-shaped valley and U-shaped valley. V-shaped valley, it is formed by erosion of rivers. It is formed by U-shaped valley, it is formed by lateral, side and vertical erosion of glaciers. Example for V-shaped valley, Kambam Valley in Tamil Nadu and Leh Valley in Ladakh, that is example for U-shaped valley. Again I am telling, V-shaped valley formed by erosion of rivers. River. U-shaped valley is formed by erosion of glaciers. Example for V-shaped valley, Kambam Valley in Tamil Nadu. Example for U-shaped valley, Leh Valley in Ladakh. Then distinguish between the continental glacier and mountain glacier. Glacier covering vast areas of a continent. A continent is fully consist of glacier, it is called as continental glacier. With thick ice sheet is called continental glacier. Glaciers covering vast area of a continent with thick ice sheet is called continental glacier. Mountain glacier, a stream of ice flowing along a valley is called mountain glacier. Example for continental glacier, Antarctica, Greenland. Antarctica is a separate continent, it's a lost continent. It is fully covered with ice glacier. Like that, Greenland also. The Himalayas is covered at the top, covered by glacier, Himalayas and the Alps. Now we will see the give reason. The ends of meander loops come closer and closer. Due to continuous erosion and deposition of rivers along the side of the meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer. This answer already we have studied in the short answer question. Due to continuous erosion and deposition of rivers along the side of the meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer. Second one, floodplains are very fertile. Why? At times, the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring area. Because of overflow of water, the floods are occur. As the river floods, it deposits a layer of fine soil and other materials called sediment along its bank. So due to flood, it deposits very fine or quality soil and other material called sediments at the banks of the river. This led to the formation of flat fertile floodplain. Now we will see the second lesson in civics, that is political parties. First we will study 2-mark question. What are the basic component of a political party? Important 2-mark question. Any political party has 3 basic components. They are the leader, the active members, the followers. So the basic component of a political party, 3 basic component, the leader, the active members and the followers. Name the 3 major types of party system. Single party system, bi-party system and multi-party system. The 3 major types of party systems are single party system, bi-party system and multi-party system. Name the countries which follow bi-party system. UK and USA. Write a note on coalition government. In a multi-party system, a single party sometimes may not secure the majority required to form the government. In such cases, some parties join together to form the government. Again, I am telling, in a multi-party system, a single party sometimes they fail to secure the majority seat to form the government. At that time, some parties they join together and they establish the majority and they form the government. Such government is called coalition government. Now we will see the detail in this lesson. Write any 4 function of political party. Function of political party, first point, provide. It provides loyal opposition, accountability and stability. Nominate. It select and nominate individuals to elected office. Then organize. Organize political campaign, meeting, rallies and announcement of manifesto, election manifesto or election promises to win public office. And they inspire. Put forward different policies and programs for the welfare of the people. They inspire the people with their different policies and programs. And they coordinate. They connect the society and the state. Coordinate among members elected to the office. And last one, govern. Form and run the government and develop public policy. These are the function of political party. The main important keyword, provide, nominate, organize, inspire, coordinate and govern. Second question, when is a political party recognized as a national party? Criteria for a political party to be recognized as a national party. There are some rules and regulations in the election commission to accept as a party as a national party or regional party. The party that secure should at least 6% of valid vote in Lok Sabha. The national party should secure at least 6% of valid votes in Lok Sabha election or assembly election in 4 states. They must win 4 seats in Lok Sabha from any states. They must win 4 seats in Lok Sabha election from any states. It has to win 2% of seats in Lok Sabha from at least 3 different states in the latest general election. So these are the criteria for a political party to be recognized as a national party. These two questions are very important. Definitely one will come for quarterly exam. Students see these 2 mark questions. What are the basic component? There are 3 basic component: leader, active member, and follower. Name the 3 major types of party system: single party system, biparty system, and multi-party system. Name the countries which follow biparty system: UK and USA. Write a note on the coalition government is an important one. In a multi-party system, a single party sometimes they are not able to get majority seat to form the government. In such cases, some parties they join together and form government. Such government we call coalition government. So among these questions, definitely 1 or 2 will come for exam. It's very easy to study this one. So revise this lesson again and again. Students, today we have revised lesson number 2 in geography and lesson number 2 in civics. Landform and political parties, all the 2 mark questions. In civics, we have revised 2 marks and detail. The remaining portions I will be given later. Thank you.